Hi. Oh, good evening.
Oh yeah, it is nighttime. So we were just talking, and we decided to make a video. What was the topic?
We were talking about having people around us that are um, unaware of
Are we talking about
how to communicate with others. Be just open up a little more.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we were talking about.
So, did you want to talk about it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me?
Okay.
Okay. So recently, I've been talking to a new guy. And we're gonna say his name is
Timothy.
no, because I actually know a Timothy.
Okay. No,
Okay,
Timothy.
not Timothy.
We don't even
His
have to give him a name. Let's call him Red.
okay. Okay, so
Huge glare on my car.
me and Red have been talking for about
You guys are just
I don't
friends or
know.
you're dating?
We're not dating. We're talking.
Oh, getting to know each other.
See.
Okay.
And so I've had like some conversations with him like today and yesterday about how I don't like the kind of conversations that we have because I feel like we should be talking like how me and mommy talk because that's just what I'm used to and that's what I like. So I told him, I was like, well, I feel like we should be talking about things that are important. And he told me that, he said, what do you mean? And I was like, like how me and my mother talk because he watches this. And,
But this is not. Um,
um, where did I leave off? Oh, and he was just like, what do you mean? I said, like me and my mom. And he said, well, we do talk about things that are important. He said that we talk about things that are important to him, like things that we talk about are important to him. And I was thinking like, oh, well, that's not exactly what I'm looking for. Like, if I'm talking to someone, I want that deep conversation. Like, if I say my opinion on something, I want you to tell me yours. And I realize that a lot of the time, the people that I'm around, if I tell them, I'm pretty open, like, with everything. Like, I'll tell you what's going on. I don't really care. And they'll sit there and listen, and sometimes I'll ask them about them, and they'll.
I'm sorry.
And sometimes they'll tell me about them, but sometimes I'll have to, like, pry and ask certain questions for them to get to where my point in opening up is. And it's usually people that are close to me that are the least open with me.
Yeah.
And that makes me wonder, like, why. And well, I feel like I'm out of breath.
I have no idea. Maybe it was all the red beans and rice you ate.
And so a lot of the times they tell me stuff like they feel like their lives aren't as interesting as mine because with me something happens every day. Like it doesn't matter how small it is, if it's good or it's bad. Like something happens every day that I would like to share sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And so I don't fully understand sometimes where people get the idea that my life is more interesting than theirs.
Yeah.
I just feel like they don't see.
Maybe they don't see the
I think they might
value.
be unhappy with.
Yeah. They could be, or they are just unaware.
They could be unaware.
Yeah, because I have people in my life where, those same situations have happened, and I'm like, so, how's your day? Oh, nothing. Good. Or if I'm like just talking about, hey, well, you know, so what's going on? Oh, nothing. I just absolutely have nothing going on. It's like, well, you just asked me what I was doing. I just gave you a whole speech basically. Oh, well, then we were going to do this. And it's like, there's no forthcoming. We can't have a flow of conversation about something that's going on or just about you in general. But I think you're like that because I'm like that with you.
No, I think I've always been like that.
You think so?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. You really
um,
have. Like,
what was I gonna say?
but I wonder, is it?
I don't think that it's fully a problem, depending on what it is. Like, sometimes you do need questions to even understand yourself sometimes.
Oh,
But I also feel
absolutely.
like sometimes
You
it's,
do need questions to understand yourself.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
But I also feel like sometimes, because sometimes I can ask you a question and it's still, not you, but like, I can ask them a question and the answer still won't be given. So it's just like, do you not trust me? Do you feel like maybe you don't know? Like, what? I want to, man, I wish I could read minds.
I know, right? It's funny you say that because a little girl, a girl was doing a survey, and it was if you would like to have any superpower, which one would you choose? And I chose
Reading
mine.
minds?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was like, because I would like to know if the people I'm around are genuine,
Yeah,
or is
same.
there like a hidden agenda? Because sometimes the actions and the words don't line up, and the inability to fully like just open up a little bit, like give me an insight as to who you are as an individual. Like, because we all have things that's going on in our head. Like, we all are feeling emotions at, any time. So I think more people hide themselves from others.
I don't think they do it on purpose. Well, some people, I don't think they do it on purpose.
Yeah, I agree with that. I
Yeah.
agree with that.
I think that some people, sometimes I think a lot of times they just don't know the answers to the question. Like, if I ask you a question, like the other day, the really smart guy that I told you about,
Mm-hmm.
I asked him why my behavior could bother him if it didn't affect him in any way. And,
Well, you have to tell the story.
okay, so I was in one of my classes, and this dude, um, he's extremely smart, and I can tell because of the way that he carries himself. I don't really know, but I can see that his brain is um I don't know, but he's very
He's very
smart.
intellectual.
He's very, yeah.
Yeah.
And so from time to time I'll look at him and I'll notice him like staring at me, and he'll do something like he'll look at me and then roll his eyes at me or give like a really like ugly look, and I'm like, okay, what's wrong with him? So yesterday, or was it?
Yeah.
Yesterday I finally asked him. I said, when you look at me, what are you thinking? And he was like, I don't know. So I asked him again, and then he thought about it, and he was like, behavior. Mind you, I wasn't displaying any kind of bad behavior, but, yeah. So he said, behavior, and I said, does it bother you? And he was like, sometimes. So I asked him, I was like, for a second, I was like,
Sometimes.
and I was just like, why does my behavior bother you? And he was like, what do you mean? And I was like, why does my behavior bother you?
Mm-hmm.
And he said, well, it doesn't. I was like, well, technically, if you just said
It does.
that it does, then it does. So why does my behavior affect you in a way where it basically controls your emotions?
Your actions towards me. You're giving me a dirty look.
That too. And he was just like, I don't know. And then he turned around. So all of that to say that that I think that a lot of people don't know themselves
Yeah,
enough to answer certain questions.
absolutely. But I think that's part of growing. That's a part of,
See, I agree.
yeah. Keep that, those, you have to, I think you almost have to want it. You have to,
No, I don't think so.
you don't?
Mm-mm. I didn't want to grow. That sounds so bad.
I
but,
know.
I swear I didn't.
I like the honesty. I love the honesty. However, with a mom like me,
No.
mm,
You can. Go ahead, actually. Go ahead. And then I'll tell you. Because, go ahead. With a mom like you would.
because I ask you questions to and continuously to help you kind of think about things from different perspectives, and it might take you a minute to get it, but I can tell instantly when you have gotten it.
Oh, really?
Abso-freaking-lutely.
Oh.
Because the behavior changes,
Yeah.
which lets me know the thought pattern changed. That's why I'm always like, good job, Tootie. You might not know what I'm saying it for,
No.
but I have to let you know, where I see the growth, where I see you. And I think, you would have gotten it eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just have to do. So why are you thinking that? Oh, okay. And why are you doing that? And why did you think that? How do you feel? So it's like all those questions. I think a lot of people
Don't get
asked questions like that. It's like, oh, how was your day? It was good. And then they just keep on,
yeah.
And to me, I start telling my friends, I'm sorry, but good is not an emotion. How was your day? How are you feeling? If I ask, how are you feeling? Then I want to hear, how are you feeling? Because it matters to me.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I think, if you don't get asked those questions, or if you, without something making it just click, it is difficult. That's the purpose of one mind at a time. Yeah. Oh, so it's funny that we decided to make this video because today is December 1st, and oh my gosh.
Wait.
And my birthday is in the month of December 22nd. And I will be posting my GoFundMe page every day for the month of December in honor of myself and the foundation and my passion, which is helping children figure out who they are and be their best at it. I would like to be that person that teach them something other than everything that school and everyone else wants to teach them. I want them to know who they are. That's my purpose. And that would be the best birthday, Christmas gift ever for myself or my family. Not you. I'm sorry. I'm just exposing all your little. It's like, please stop.
Right.
I'm sorry. I'm really not. I can't help it though. It's something I do.
Yeah.
But we're having a conversation. I was like, well, let's make a video because I'm quite sure a lot of other people out there are feeling the same thing, whether you're a teenager or an older person. Like, it doesn't matter. We all are trying to figure out like different things. And it's nice to hear a mom and daughter talk
At late night.
at late night. And I'm tired. All right. Mwah. Thank you from Esther and
Oh, Naomi.
one mind at a time.